Welcome to our channel. My name is Gerald, your host. As usual, inhale confidence, exhale doubt. Today is an ambitious day because we want to discuss about income, money. In the present world, things are changing and the world is becoming a global village. So anything that affects one part of the world affects you directly. Anything affecting the rural areas, the urban areas, it affects you. So how do we deal with this issue? Because our incomes are always declining. And why are they declining? Because our ambitions sometimes are higher than whatever comes into our disposable income basket. So some of the ways to recognize this and deal with it is that accept the realities of life. That life has never been easy from our parents, parents, and even for us today. And even for our children and our children's children, life has never been easy and might never be easy. The second thing, reality of life, is to recognize that you are currently the person on the wheel. You're the one driving the family, the economy, the leadership of the world, and then it means the burden is on your shoulder. No wonder Jesus says, cast your burden unto me. When it is heavy, I'll carry for you. I think he knew, because he's the founder of this world, that life will never be easy. The third point is that accept the realities of life, that the globe is now a village. Technology and communication modalities have really changed and they have made the world a global village. So that means anything that happens in the world affects you directly, whether you're physically there or not. It will affect your mental status, your economic status, and of course your communication skills and status. And that knowledge of that information makes you vulnerable. The other point is the reality that we deny ourselves the acceptance of the reality that we are all abled and talented differently. Whatever your friend or your colleague does today, whatever your spouse and you does, or whatever your parents and your children have done, we are all different. We must accept this reality. So despite our education, our politics, our health, our constitutions, it is a denial that majority of us do not accept that we are abled differently. The other thing we should do is that the communities, the society have praised people who have acquired wealth without asking the question, how? Remember, as you do many things and acquire the economic empowerment, the person you are becoming every day is the reality of life. But when it happens that if the wealthy and the perceived to be rich people are more praised, it gives people that imbalance. Because if you cannot achieve that wealth, you feel guilty, you have fear, and you remain timid. So the reality of life here is that if we, the society, praise those people who are super rich or super wealthy without regard to the sources of their income, that's one of the ways that make us now become more vulnerable, more angry and anxious, and can lead to depression and many other health hazards. So the reality here is that we should accept that hard work, whether smart or physical, is the hard work of that person and needs to be praised. And then richness and wealth will be accumulated. Remember, we say health is wealth, for instance. There's nothing to do with money there. But if you are unhealthy and you have no economic empowerment, the wealth is gone. You can't be attended in hospitals and all this, and then it makes your life bad. So some of the forms of corruption, for example, and other vices will be praised in this sense and then make people timid. And on the process, it gives them no value for their hard work. So how do we cure this? Some of the cure possibilities I would suggest is this: accept the realities of life. Always keep reevaluating your life, and that is the only best way. That means you are aware of your purpose and the realities of life, leading to the realization of your virtues. Remember hope, faith, and charity, some of the values that we need to embrace. The second way is to find a mentor or a guide, person who has been through this path. And the best ones are always our parents. They are better. Our supervisors at work, our colleagues, our religious leaders, yeah, and some of the political leaders also help us to know that. Then read, and read, because the wealth of a person is the mind. Because as a man thinketh, so he becometh. The other thing is to go authentic in terms of spirituality. You need an anchor. You cannot move in the storms of life without an anchor. Just like a cruise ship or any sea vessel will not work and walk through the storms of the world and the oceans without an anchor. You need an anchor. You need a reality check. And most of the time comes from spiritual nourishment. The other thing is toil daily. Jeremiah 29:11 says that God has all our plans written in his arms, or palms, if you would say, and he is the light of the world. That means he illuminates all your paths. So toil, and reality of life show that hard work becomes a toil of the day and brings for you realities of the fruits that you need to consume after you've toiled. The other thing is learn to live life full, no half. Remember, you will not come out of this world alive. So laugh today, for example, smile and make your life better by laughing. Second, love people and relationships around you. And the third one, live the life you would wish to live. The other thing you would also do is tame your ambition, your purpose, your vision, yeah? Because all this broken into small, sizable, chunks can enable you clinch your life purpose. Remember, life purpose would come in many forms, but your mission should be reasonable enough to make you move from one day to the next and progressively achieving whatever you wish. So as the world revolves, so it becomes uneasy and anxiety sets in, depression sets in, some of these health conditions also set in. So these declining disposable incomes are affecting us in many ways. It is my ambition that our spouses, our parents, our children, they support all of us to come out of this. Please, if you need help, always ask. There is something that can be done when 2 or 3 meets. So until next time, keep ambitious, but realities of life are there to be embraced. A day at a time, and you cross the bridge. So whatever you do, keep on moving forward. If you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do from this day forward, keep on moving, and never cease to move. And you see, life will be better. Thank you. Ciao. Next time, subscribe, comment, view, and let's share. Even in this video, share your comments and let's deal with it. Thank you. Ciao.